It's easy to joke about haunted houses until you step into one. Until the walls seem to close in, the shadows move when they shouldn't, and a voice whispers your name from somewhere you can't see. Would you have the courage to survive the night? What if escape was never an option? This is the story of three friends who walked into a house with the dead and learned why some doors are better left closed. It all started with a dare. Melissa, Jason, and Brooke, fueled by late-night coffee and bad decisions, decided to explore the infamous Ashwick Manor. A relic from the 1800s, it was said to be cursed. The story? A wealthy family disappeared overnight, leaving behind a house that seemed alive with whispers. Now, logically, this is where you call it a night and go binge some Netflix. But logic, not exactly their strong suit. They arrived at midnight. As their flashlights flickered across the crumbling facade, the air seemed wrong, heavy. Still, they laughed it off until they stepped inside. The door creaked shut behind them, though no one had touched it. The first rule of Ashwick Manor: you don't leave until it lets you. At first it was subtle. Jason joked about the ambience, but then came the cold breath on Brooke's neck. Melissa swore she saw a figure in the mirror, though no one was standing there. And then, the whispering started. Faint, unintelligible words, but unmistakably human. Or was it? Quick question. If you heard whispering in a house that's supposed to be empty, what's your move? Check it out, or nope, you're way outside? Let me know in the comments, because these three, they stayed. And that's when the house decided to play. The lights flickered, revealing glimpses of something wrong. In one corner, a shadow moved against the light. In another, Brooke's phone buzzed, a notification. But the screen only displayed 3 chilling words: "You're not alone." Then came the first rule. A voice, soft but commanding, whispered, "Don't look back." Jason laughed it off. Melissa froze. Brooke? She ran. But no matter which door she tried, they all led back to the same room, the dining hall. And the dining table, it was set for 3. One by one, the house unraveled their courage. Melissa followed the sound of her name, only to find a mirror where her reflection smiled back at her. Jason broke the second rule. Don't close your eyes. He did for only a moment, and when he opened them, the room had changed. He was standing in a circle of empty chairs, but each chair's shadow was occupied. Now if you're thinking, why didn't they just stick together? Trust me, horror logic doesn't work like that. The house had other plans. By dawn, only Brooke remained, or so she thought. She stumbled toward the front door, but just as she reached it, the house whispered the final rule: you can leave, but someone must stay. Her choice? I'll let you decide what you think she did. But here's the thing about Ashwick Manor. It's still there, waiting for the next curious soul who thinks they'll be the exception. If this story sent chills down your spine, you'll want to hear about the Ghost Bride of Japan, a haunting tale of love, betrayal, and revenge that lingers long after the story ends. Click on the video on your screen now to uncover her secrets. But be warned, some stories are hard to leave behind.